All right, guys, it's that time of the year. It's about to be Halloween. You know what that means. Everyone's gonna ask us what we're gonna pair with the candy we're giving out. So what do we recommend?
I have a lot of experience. Actually, I don't have much. My wife takes the kids out trick-or-treating, Ben and Katie, and she goes around the block, and I sit at home handing out the candy. And so I have found, as I sit there at my house, eating too many little mini Snickers, I enjoy a glass of red wine. I enjoy
It's usually
red wine
cold
with
in October in LA. A
little chilly.
Usually.
As it's like 85 degrees out there.
95.
And
yeah.
this is a wine that I love. Laurel Glen, 2009.
Oh,
It's got a little age on it. We pour it here at Augustine by the glass. And,
That's right, we're at
Snickers,
Augustine.
huh?
Well, they are. So, oh yeah, I should pass it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Can I just
that's
eat one?
Snickers.
Thank you.
I feel like I should just eat one that
I got the
blends my
eye.
palate.
I got an eye.
I got the E.
There's no I in team.
C. There's
But-
no I in team.
The
But there's
Snickers
Snickers.
bar's got a little of everything.
Thanks.
It's the
love
nougat, the
Snickers.
caramel, the
Snickers is
peanuts,
the
the
best.
chocolate. It's got sweet, it's got savory, it's kind of rich, a little decadent.
Much like this wine.
They age really, really well. They
Yeah.
go with everything.
That's still, for being like 10 years old, it's still really nice and bright. The fruit is, but you're getting
See, I
that
get,
really
like, a
lovely,
darker-
like, leathery, tobacco-y like stuff coming out.
Also a little bit more like tree, like local foliage, like, I don't know, I don't like calling menthol or like, I say gum tree now to not
That
piss people
menthol's
off.
there
but
though. It's definitely
It's
there.
there,
That
it's there.
minty, not like
But it's
a
not like-
Heights Martha's or something. But
Gu-
it's definitely
gum tree.
It's definitely there.
Learn from the
Whatever you
Australians.
want to call it. That
Learn it
sort
from
of-
the Australians.
gum
It's not
tree.
eucalypt. It's gum tree.
That's pretty.
Is it a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Just about.
Oh, Trey's interesting.
God, I love this wine.
I'm actually okay with that.
So manufactured chocolate has this kind of fake flavor that I love. I feel bad that I love it because it's not something that exists when you
In
make
the
real
world, yeah.
chocolate.
Love what you love, man.
To me, there's something about the peanuts and the caramel
Yeah.
that go with the. It's a fruity wine, but it's subdued fruit. One thing about Laurel Glen is, I mean, it's Sonoma, it's not Napa, it's on the mountain, and their wines are always elegant. They're dark fruited, elegant wines. They're not the real kind of dark brambly wines or the hit you over the head
No.
Right.
with power wines. They're more just graceful and delicious. And it actually, to me, kind of works with the caramel and the peanut of that and the creaminess of the fake chocolate.
It definitely goes well
And
with
don't.
the nuttiness for sure.
I like that peanut butter and jelly thing you said. That's yummy.
Again, sorry.
You've done this before. You've done this before.
There's things that have changed and things that haven't changed. And you sit there and you look at
The last time you
what
had
were cars like when I was a kid, or how did I listen to music when I was a kid.
Both changed a lot.
Everything's changed a lot. Snickers bar, that tastes the exact same as it did.
Same formula.
I love the fruit with like the peanut.
Same follow through.
That's really nice. Because you've got like, once again, not that this isn't, because it's not, like you said, it's not a big jammy, you know? But that beautiful, luscious fruit pairing with like that savory
Yeah.
peanut is really nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah, because this wine's not
works,
big and coconutty. It's not overly
No,
oaky.
no.
It's much more delicate. It's
Yes.
not like you're not by the pool, someone's
there's
spraying on their
No.
tan lotion.
There's enough body.
a
There's
lot of
enough.
Napa wines tend to be like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
There's enough oomph there. There's enough stuffing
It can
to
stand
give
up to the-
and to give people that want that that sort of overt California fruit thing. I mean, the fruit is ripe. The fruit is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Fruit is gorgeous.
But it's just made in a more sort of restrained.
Made in the vineyard, not made in the
Yeah,
winery.
I think so.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Yes. Cheers to that indeed. Good pick, Dave. That pairs really well with the Snickers. That's yummy. I wasn't expecting that to.
Damn, that's a good pairing.
Yeah, it is. Because generally when you have sweet, like, people automatically think like, oh, you have to pair like sweet and sweet kind of go together. But sometimes with some of these things, especially what we're gonna eat next, it can be too sweet, you know? So I got the beautiful task of pairing with candy corn, which I love.
It's a
I
challenge.
hate candy corn. I hate candy
It's a
corn.
challenge. This was going to test you.
No, it's stupid. I mean, like, candy corn is just, it's chemicals, basically. It's chemicals
And
put into
sugar.
a tiny little kernel of death, and I don't like it. but I spent all day yesterday like, what am I gonna pair with this? And I had to eat so much frickin' candy corn. And nothing was working with it because it's so disgusting. But actually, I did find, so I was thinking like, oh, like a nice buttery Chardonnay will probably go really well with that creamy sugar, whatever it's made out of, gelatinous yellow 5 or whatever it is. And it actually didn't work. So it actually almost kind of like gave the Chardonnay an oxidized taste. It was getting like really mushroomy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound
not good.
pleasurable at all.
Not pleasurable at all, Matthew.
Yeah, no.
And I had this 2017 Domaine de la Meulière Chablis. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit leaner. Let's try that. And it actually worked really nicely. I tried everything with this fucker, though. Everything with the cotton candy. With the cotton candy, whatever it is, candy corn.
Candy corn?
I can't even talk
Cotton
about
candy
it.
corn?
I tried so much stuff.
The thing I
tried
like about
funky-
candy corn is, and I'm gonna, the one thing I like about
You like
candy
something
corn?
about it?
I do. I like the fact
Go
that it's a
on.
candy that is manufactured
I like that it outlived
only
all of us.
for Halloween through Thanksgiving, and that's it.
I
Candy
tried.
corn tastes exactly how I remember it.
Ugh.
There's a waxy flavor.
There's a waxy
that's
butterscotch.
hard to escape.
Waxy fake butterscotch
I
to
just,
me.
I just thought
Super
I
sugary.
just thought the acidity of the.
So what crayons smell like, this tastes like.
I thought the Chablis was decent, but though I tried champagne, and champagne makes everything better. Champagne did not make this better. It was still horrible.
Almost impossible.
I tried funky natural red like
Oh!
Pais.
Oh!
What?
Natural pais. This is the most unnatural thing there is.
I know.
You'd think that juxtaposition would work.
Didn't.
I don't hate it.
So glad that my pairing comes after this.
Yeah,
Let's
I know.
ruin my
I
pairing.
set
Thanks,
the bar-
guys.
It's okay though, right?
Yeah, no, it works.
It does the job.
It works.
The thing I like about the Chablis,
Sta trabajando.
it's really bringing out the yellow number 6.
And 5.
And 5.
There's yellow. We did
It's
research
the
on candy
hints-
corn.
The 5
What
is
it's
the
made
underlying.
of. It's not just sugar. It's other forms of sugar. It's gelatin. It's yellow 5, yellow 6, red 3. Yeah,
It's nice wine.
it is a nice wine. It's
Really
pretty
is.
Chablis. Does the job. What are you picking up on this lovely 2017 Chablis?
Flinty, high
It is definitely
minerality,
flinty, high minerality.
great acid.
Yellow apple, lemon
A
zest.
little funk.
It's got that little bit of. It's got that on the nose, like that slight
That's
hint of that like toasted.
He called it like
brioche.
flinty.
Very-
I'm gonna call it like
It's
almost
definitely a
gunpowdery and almost
That's Chablis,
sulfury,
baby.
like that sort of cap gunny smell of
and that's
like.
what Chablis should be.
Like when you're in a cave near the ocean and it has that kind of release of methane, kind of. I love that though.
I mean,
That's
that
one of the
happens
few
to me
places
every
you
other
find
week. You know, I'm in a cave on the ocean. It's
Yeah, it does happen.
super pretty, and it's still got like it is flinty and it's lean, but it still does have some nice texture.
pretty wine.
It is a pretty
It's
wine.
very nice.
So now we're gonna go to M&M's. I was thinking about wearing an M&M costume, like one of those little dancey guys, but
No, I thought
couldn't
you
find
meant like
one
a white
quickly.
T-shirt and. Wait, I thought.
I mean, my name's
As well,
Matthew,
yeah.
but I don't have a second M.
Matthew.
So with that, I overthought and overthought and overthought, and what I wanted to do was give some love to a good buddy of mine. He and his wife make these wines here in Los Angeles. This is the Byron Blatty Agenda, which is a bottling of 75% Syrah, grown about a 25-minute drive from here, out near Lake Casitas, Agua Dulce area. And it was a happy accident. It's now the 3rd release. And they had some Tanat from Paso Robles they weren't sure what to do with. So they added it to this great Syrah back in 2015. And it made this amazing wine that they now have kind of steadfast held on to. And giving LA wine some love is something that I'm trying to do more of. So it's kind of a fun thing to.
Yeah, I'll hold it up. Fantastic.
So up until recently, you would not have seen a wine that had Los Angeles on the label.
Yeah, no.
So it's kind of a fun opportunity to
Yeah.
really
Showcase.
to
these
showcase
wines.
where we are, what we do, and what great work is being done.
We have wine too.
You know, Malibu is a place we call a wine growing area, and
So
it's also
pretty.
a really beautiful ocean spot. There's great surfing, great seafood. But these are the eastern part of LA County. This is not, you know, $4 million homes and, you know, multi-million-dollar properties. This is
I
like
love seeing Los Angeles and LA.
This is
I really do. I
legit.
think it's
It's special. That's fun.
especially since LA has a long and forgotten wine history.
Oh, it goes back to the middle 1800s or earlier even.
Yeah.
Downtown Los Angeles used to have a bunch of vineyards down in the center of the city, and Prohibition, a thing we all know a little bit too much about, kind of derailed us for a while. And there's now urban wineries in LA. They're allowing people in the city of Los Angeles to make wine, which is so great. Angelino Wine Company, Abe Schoner and his company are moving in and doing what they're doing. This is, it's got that kind of quintessential Syrah quality. It's got peppery quality. It's got the underlying fruit, and
some of that savory.
have a little M&M's. This is again
kind of
that like manufactured milk chocolate flavor.
Oh, absolutely. But you
That
grew
I'm-
up with it, so it's like nostalgic.
Well, like, you know, in what we do, people assume that we know a lot about everything in food and wine, and you know, a lot of times they're right. But
No one assumes I know
just
anything
because
about
I love fancy chocolate doesn't mean I don't love
cheap shit.
that.
Yeah.
That too much sugar.
It's like, you know, sometimes you want your
Manufactured
Kraft
flavor.
mac and cheese, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you
It
just
works.
want
The
that
wine
shit.
actually tones down the sweetness of the.
It does.
of
I would have
the
thought that
M&Ms,
tannin
like it-
would have like.
Now,
It kind of.
different than the Snickers and the candy corn, you actually have like a kind of crunchy quality
Yeah.
in the texture of these. That was something I tried to keep in mind. I wanted something that still has acid to cut through it.
Sure.
And
Which it definitely
no
is.
one assumes that an LA wine is going to have acid, but this does.
It's so sad.
The wine changes the M&M more than the M&M changes the wine in this
Absolutely.
case, which is totally opposite than the first one.
Well, and a little bit of Tanat added, I think,
They
gives
kind
that
of-
kind of structural backbone as
That
well,
punch.
which gives that wine,
pretty-
it gives the wine that kind of that sturdiness, you know.
Yeah, you've got all that pepper. I'm getting some baking spices as well. Like cloves.
Works, it's
I get a
nice.
bit of
I'm
clove
definitely
on there.
louder eating M&Ms than I am the other two.
It's got the crunch. It's actually really fun together.
I'm
Like the
drinking more of this.
textures playing together is really, really fun.
Thanks, Mark and Jenny.
Shout out, thanks.
LA,
No, this is.
LA, it's delicious.
LA wine.
LA wine, LA tattoo,
It works.
LA Syrah, M&Ms. Halloween is done right.
What do you think the Tanat's bringing to it? A little more structure, a little more.
It's bringing a back
Jam.
end. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
making the wine just a little bit more round, a little more broad-shouldered, giving it some
A little more
tannic
luscious.
structure,
Yep.
giving it a little more ageability.
Which is really nice, actually. Like because I don't always think of like a super tannic wine to pair with chocolate. Chocolate's hard. Chocolate can be really tricky to pair.
Sugar is really hard.
Because you want to go with something really high in residual sugar as well. Because
Right.
generally, like as far as like the court and stuff, you learn
fight.
like sweet pairs with sweet.
Right.
But I tried like with some of these candies, I was trying a lot. But I was tasting stuff with residual sugar and it
didn't
almost
work.
became cloying.
That
you know?
would be.
Probably because this is all
You don't want
fake.
them to fight.
But
You want
It
them,
was
you know,
too
you
much.
want like a parallel path.
yeah. You want them to integrate nicely, and instead it was just like a big sugar bomb.
This
Just
is
like,
almost like
you could
again
feel
like
it.
poor man's port and chocolate. But
Well, none of us chose sweet wines.
None of us chose sweet wines.
I think we
I think
nailed
we
it.
nailed it too.
That's
Happy Halloween,
well done.
guys.
Happy Halloween. Well done, y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Halloween.